Now come to the next part of the polynomial, that is called as the factor theorem. Now I said you about the remainder theorem. So don't be confused. Now it is the factor theorem. It is also a very important theorem. Let's try to understand it nicely. See now, the definition of the factor theorem is, if a polynomial in X is a polynomial of degree n less than greater than equal to 1. So what is saying? You are taking a polynomial Px which degree of the polynomial is say equal to or greater than 1. Equal to 1 means it is a linear polynomial. Greater than 1 means it is a quadratic, cubic or biquadratic polynomial. If a polynomial is given to you like this and a is any real number, you are taking a real number a. So then what is the theorem saying you? The theorem saying x minus a. What is x minus a? That is the gx, another polynomial. It is a linear polynomial. See now, x minus a is a factor of px, polynomial in x. This x minus a will be the factor of this polynomial, initial polynomial. If this polynomial in a, if you are putting the value of a and it is giving you 0, then the x minus a will be the factor of the polynomial. That is a condition for you. The x minus a. What is x minus a? I can write x minus a as a gx. So now you see, here it is a polynomial given to you, polynomial in x. Then another polynomial is given to you gx. And what is this polynomial degree? This polynomial degree is greater than equal to 1. That means it is a linear polynomial, otherwise it is a quadratic or biquadratic cubic polynomial. And a is any real number. He is saying a, let's take a as a real number. Then what is happening? And in one condition, x minus a is the factor of polynomial x. X minus a, that means the gx, will be the factor of the polynomial x if the polynomial at a, that means a value, if you are putting a value in the polynomial and it is giving you 0, then only this x minus a will be the factor of this polynomial. The gx will be the factor of px. That means we can divide the both and the remainder will come 0. Understood now? Come to the second point, and it converse is, what is the converse? Then converse is, if this one is equal to 0, then this is the factor of polynomial x. Bit 1 saying, if the polynomial in a, you put the value of polynomial, you put the value of a in the polynomial, and if it is giving you 0, then x minus a is the factor of px. X minus a will be the factor of px. So what will be the converse? Converse will be, if x minus a is a factor, the converse will be given to you x minus a is a factor. That means x minus a is completely divisible with polynomial x, px. So this gx is right now, he is saying this gx, polynomial gx is a factor. It is given to you. That means the converse. The polynomial is a x minus a, the gx polynomial is a factor of the polynomial px. If it is a factor, then the a value will be, the polynomial of a will be 0. Again I am saying to you, the bit 1 is saying, if x minus a is a, when will be the x minus a will be the factor of px. This polynomial, let it be gx. It will be the factor of px. When p of a is equal to 0. Polynomial in a equal to 0. What is a? A is any real number. When you are putting it in polynomial x, in place of x you are putting a value and it is giving you 0, then x minus a is a factor of polynomial px. So the converse is, if this is a factor, look, if this is a factor of polynomial px, if it is a factor of this one, then the polynomial a will be equal to 0. A polynomial in a will be equal to 0. Let's prove it. Bit 1 I am proving for you. See, by remainder theorem we know that px equal to gx into qx plus remainder. This is the remainder. Pa means this is the remainder. Remainder will be 0. So px, it is gx, it is qx. So gx into qx plus remainder. This is dividend. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Then what is saying? In first case it is given to us polynomial in a equal to 0. Then polynomial a equal to 0. Then x minus a into, so what is x value now? X value became What is that? Now the polynomial a is equal to 0. It is given to you. Polynomial a is equal to 0. So now you put 0 here. Then what is coming? X minus a into qx. X minus a into qx plus 0. That means this much. So which shows that x minus is a factor of px. Why? Because it is a multiple. This polynomial is in two factors now. This one into this one. So this is a factor of the original polynomial. This is called as factor theorem. So when we will do some sums about it, we can able to know that what is the factor theorem says about. Let's do some sums. I hope you understood this. What is the factor theorem? If the polynomial x, one initial polynomial is given to you, and he is saying if the degree of the polynomial is greater than or equal to 1, that means it is a linear polynomial and quadratic, biquadratic, cubic polynomial. Then if a is any real number, then if he is saying x minus a is a factor of this one, x minus a, that means another polynomial will be the factor of this polynomial when the polynomial in a will be equal to 0. And its converse is, if x minus a is a factor, it is given to you, x minus a is a factor of polynomial px, then this polynomial in a will be equal to 0. Here it is, here the first one the given is this one, polynomial a is 0. Then x minus a will be the factor of this one. If x minus a is a factor of the polynomial original, then the PA of a will be equal to 0. I proved it and I hope you understood it. Let's do some sums from your book, textbook related sums we are going to do, then we can able to understand this. So note it in your notes. Please come with your textbook and your rough notes, by which by watching video you can able to write the things. Otherwise it is available in the textbook also. Please try to see the textbook and read the textbook after the video explanation. Try to read the textbook after the video explanation. Your doubts will be cleared. Now come to some sums. See, it is page number, I am doing page number 44. Look, page number 44. One sum is given to you, that is examine, by which you can understand it nicely. Examine whether x plus 2 is a factor of look at the polynomial given to you, x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 6. Now you see, he wants to know that is it a factor, this x plus 2 is a factor of this polynomial. So this is px, so this is gx. So if for which reason it will be a factor? If this one is the factor of this one, then what I said, polynomial a will be equal to 0. So definitely what to do now? How to start it? Look at it. It is written in your textbook. Answer. You see the answer. I am doing the answer for you. So what is your px now? Write the px. What is your px? This one is your px. Now write x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 6. Now what is your gx? Another polynomial. It will be the factor now. So this is another polynomial. What is that? It is x plus 2. Now it is written. Now what is saying? The 0 of gx. The 0 of gx is equal to minus 2. That means what it is saying? They is saying that implies gx must be equal to 0. That means what is gx? X plus 2, that is equal to 0. Implies x is equal to minus 2. How this minus 2 came? Now you got it. The 0 is minus 2. So in this value, this whole polynomial will be equal to 0. So now we have to check whether it is coming 0. This is the a. This is the a. The a will be any real number. This is the a now. Now put pa. That means what is your polynomial? Px is equal to x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 6. Now what I want to try? Pa. What is my a now? A is coming minus 2. So now I tried pa. That is equal to minus 2 whole cube plus 2 into minus 2 square plus 3 into minus 2 plus 6. Now what is coming? Minus 8. Minus 2 square 4. 4 2 is plus 8 then this plus into minus, minus 6, then plus 6. See now, plus 6 minus 6 plus 8 minus 8 all cancelled, coming 0. Now you got it, PA comes 0. If P of A is coming 0, then compulsory this is the factor of the polynomial Px. That is the theorem stated above. So now we can write, therefore x plus 2 is a factor of the polynomial x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 6. That is the final answer. So the theorem is saying about if the P of A, what is A? A is any real number. Now A can see minus 2. So in that value, if the polynomial is coming 0, try to remember, if the polynomial is coming 0, then the said polynomial must be the factor of the given polynomial. Understood? That means I am taking it as gx, I am taking it as px. So when I tried p of a equal to 0, now it came p of a equal to 0. Then definitely x plus 2, the gx polynomial, is a factor of px. I hope you understood this. Let's go for another sum. I am saying another sum to you now. See how it should be done. It is in the page number 44 question. Please try to solve these questions. What I am doing on the board, it is for your practice, okay, by which you can understand nicely. Now go for the another sum. Let's go for the another sum. The sum is from your textbook, same page number 44, example 13. I am doing page number 44, example 13. See this sum. This is a new type of sum. It must be done. See now, find the value of k. See now, what is asking? Find the value of k. Find the value of k. I wants to find the value of k if 2x minus 3 is a factor of 2x cube minus 9x square plus x plus k. So now you see this question is of factor theorem bit number 2. That means the converse. What is given here? Please write your polynomials. Let px is equal to this one. What is that? 2x cube minus 9x square plus x plus k. Clear? Then what is your gx? Gx is equal to 2x minus 3. What it is asked? K is asked. Here in place of a he wrote k. So what is given to you? See, it is given 2x minus 3 is a factor. That means he is saying 2x minus 3 is completely divided by this. If it is completely divided by this, we have to examine whether when it is divisible by this, what should be the value of the k. We have to find the value of the k. But what is given? 2x minus 3 is a factor of this one. That means this is divided by this. Understood now? So how to do this type of sum? When this is divided by this is a factor. He is saying this is a factor. So what is the bit 2 of the factor theorem? Then definitely the 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Definitely this is equal, p of a equal to 0. Because it is a factor. So p of a must be equal to 0. So now you see, let it be, find the k. What is that? Therefore you write 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Clear? Understood? Then 2x is equal to 3, then x is equal to 3 by 2. Now you got the a value. What is the a? 3 by 2. What you have to do? Pa equal to 0 because it is a factor. This is a factor of this. Then what the theorem say? The p of a must be equal to 0. Then according to the theorem you write like this. You write like this. According to the theorem. What is the theorem is saying? This is factor theorem. According to the factor theorem. After the factor theorem, look, this is a factor of this much. So gx is a factor of px. Definitely, therefore, p of a must be equal to 0. Clear? Understood now? So now, what is pa? Now, what is your polynomial first? The polynomial is therefore 2x cube minus 9x square plus x plus k. That is p of x. Then what you are saying? P of k, p of a. So what is a? A is equal to 3 by 2. Now please try to see the value. That is equal to 0. Now I have to put the value of x. What is the value of x? 3 by 2. 2 into 3 by 2 whole cube minus 9 into 3 by 2 whole square plus 3 by 2 plus k is equal to 0. So what you did? You put the value of, this is PA. This is after putting the value, P of A. This is Px. Okay, so Px equal to this much. That is equal to 0. Then in fx, place of x, you are going to put the value A. What is A coming? A is 3 by 2 now. Now you are putting the 3 by 2 and solving it. Now what is coming? 2 into 3 cube, 27 by 8 minus 9 into 3 square, 9 by 4 plus 3 by 2 plus k is equal to 0. Now it is 6, it is 4. Now it is 81 by 4. This is equal to 27 by 4 minus 81 by 4 plus 3 by 2 plus k is equal to 0. Clear? So now solve this by taking LCM and transfer to that side. Here the sum I am doing for you. See now. I am doing the sum here to you. What is that? 27 by 4 minus 81 by 4 plus 3 by 2 plus k is equal to 0. So now take the LCM, implies LCM is, this is by 1, 4, 4, 2, 1. LCM is 4, 4 by 4, 1, 1 into 27, 27 minus 81 plus 4 by 2, 2, 3 just 6 plus 4 by 1, 4 into k, 4k is equal to 0. Now here 4 is divided, when you go to that side, multiplied. 0 into 4, that is equal to 0. What is remaining here? 27 plus 6, 33 minus 81. 33 minus 81 plus 4k is equal to 0. Then what is coming? 11 out of 3, 8. Then it is 7 out of 3, 4. 48 plus minus 4k is equal to 0. Now what is 4k? 4k is equal to 0 plus 48, that is 48, and k is equal to 48 by 4, that is equal to 12. You got the value of k now? First of all, try to understand the question. Question is saying this is a factor of this. Then what is the theorem saying? The polynomial in A must be equal to 0. That is the theorem saying to you. So, according to the theorem, proceed. Px is given, gx is given, k value to be found out. Then what is said? This one is given to you. Then find the value of a first. A means that is the x value. A. Then polynomial of x is pa must be equal to 0. So polynomial in x is this much. That is equal to 0. Then I put the value of x as b, a, and a value you are going to put and substituting, getting the value of k. That is equal to 12. The value of k is coming 12. Understood now? I hope you understood this sum. So next part of the thing is, please try to do page number 44, example 13, and this is a important sum. I did it for you, and the next part of the sum is very easy for you. Those are easy sums. A difficult sum I did it for you now. I hope you understood the factor theorem. So this is all about the factor theorem. Thank you very much. Hi, good morning students. How are you? I hope you all are fine and taking prevention for this COVID-19. Stay home, stay safe. It is a very critical situation outside. So the next part of the polynomial we are going to discuss about, that is called factorization. Factorization on, first today I am going to say about factorization on the quadratic polynomials. Quadratic polynomials, as you know, these are the degree 2 polynomials and always available in the format ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where the variable exponent or the degree is 2. So it is called as a degree 2 polynomials. Now we are going to factorize this quadratic polynomial on middle term splitting method. Middle term splitting method. So what is the middle term? The middle term is the bx. The middle term is the bx. And what is a? A is the coefficient of x square and c is a constant, pure number. So I want to factorize it in middle term splitting. Middle term is bx. We are going to split the bx into two parts, and after that we are going to factorize it. The question from your book, I took a question from your book. It is factorize 3x square plus 11x plus 6. Very clearly see it is a degree 2 polynomial. The degree is 2 here, and it is a is 3, ax square plus bx plus c. So now our middle term is 11. So I said you already, the degree 2 polynomials always giving you two roots. Let the two roots be p and q. Then here let the two numbers we are going to get, that is the solution. Let the two numbers be p and q. Then there is a trick involved in it. When you will go to factorize, how to do? The step number 1, I am saying the step number 1. When you will add the p plus q, when you will add the pq, it will give you the middle term. What is that? That is 11. Clear? Understood? With sign I am writing plus 11. So when I am adding p plus q, what it is going to give me? It is going to give me plus 11. And the second trick is, when I am going to multiply p and q, when I am going to multiply p and q, it is going to give me 6. That means c into a. What is that? Sorry, c into a. That is 6 into 3. That is 18. It is going to give me 18. So directly you can write. I just write it for your better explanation. It is c into a. So when I am going to add these two numbers, I am going to get my middle term, that is called b. b is 11 here. And when I am multiplying these two numbers, we are going to get it 6 into 3. That is 6 3 is 18. So we have to take the factor of the p into q, not this one. We are going to take the factor of p into q. That is 18. Right now we are going to take the factor of 18. See now, I am taking the factor of 18. First 18 1 is 18. Okay, this is one pair. So what the first pair came? 1 18. Okay. Now you see the second pair, that is 6 3 is 18. Clear? 6 3 is 18. So the second pair comes 6 3. Now what is the third pair? 9 into 2. 9 2 is 18. So what is that third pair? 9 2. Now among them, these are the factors of 18. These are the factors of 18 I selected. So I selected my pairs here. Now you see, take a pair which will give you on addition 11. Which pair is giving addition 11? 18 plus 1? No, it is not giving. 6 plus 3? 9? No, it is not giving also. 9 plus 2? It is giving 11. But is it giving the proper sign? Plus 11 you have to need. You have need plus 11. So it is giving you plus 11. Yes, it is giving you plus 11. Then you multiply these two factors. Also, what it will give you? It will give you the p and q. pq, that is 18. When you will multiply, also it will give you 18. It is plus 18. 9 2 is plus 18. So my factor selected is 9 and 2. I selected my factor as 9 and 2. In these two factors, this is the p and the q. In these two factors, I am going to split my middle term. That is 11. 11 I am going to split it with 9 and 2. I hope you understood. First of all, what you did, when you will take two numbers p and q, add these two numbers to get your b. So 11 plus 11, and multiply these two numbers to get your c into a. C is 6, a is 3. Here I am writing for better explanation, a, b, c. So now it is 6 into a 3, that is 18. So you have to take the factor of the c into a. This one, p and q, not this one. You have to take the factor of c into a. That is 18. 18 factors are 18 1 ja, 6 3 ja, 9 2 ja. So the pairs came 18 1, then 6 3, 9 2. Add these two factors to get your b. What is b? According to the sign. What is b? Plus 11. Here it is giving plus 19. Here it is plus 9. Here it is plus 11. So this is the factor which is giving you plus 11. Now multiply these two factors to get the PQ. What is PQ? Plus 18. 9 2 is 18. So this is my selected factor. Now I am going to split this. See how I am doing. 3x square plus 11x plus 6. Then implies I am splitting the middle term. What is my middle term? 11x. So on what the factor I get for 11? 9 2. I am splitting it with 9x plus 2x. Understood now? 9x plus 2x is 11x. So I split 11x into 2, that is 9x plus 2x. Then plus 6 was there. So now you see 1, 2, 3. These 3 terms are there. Now became 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms. Then from these two, then these two, you try to take the common. What is the common between these two? This is 3x is common. Then what is remaining? X plus 3. Then what is common between these two? 2 is common. Then what is remaining? X plus 3. One thing you have to note here, very important point. After this taking common, you see in this step, what will come here? The same thing will come here. These two will be same. Then your factor is right. Otherwise your factor is wrong. Again go to just the factor. So x plus 3 and x plus 3 is coming same. So now x plus 3 will taken outside. Then what is? That means you take common x plus 3. Then what is remaining? 3x is remaining here. Then plus is there. 2 is remaining here. So now you see this quadratic polynomial is expressed in the multiplication of two factors, that is x plus 3 into 3x plus 2, which is already factorized. Now I hope you understood it, the funda behind the middle term splitting or factorization of quadratic polynomials. Understood? The next part I am going to start you, that is called as there is some I want to show you, that is the page number 46. Page number 46. Do this, there are some factorizations, please complete it nicely and you can do it. Next up, example 16 I am doing for you. Example number 16. Look, I am explaining example number 16 to you. See now how I am going to do it. The example number 16, the question is a little bit long, lengthy question, but it has a very simple answer. So what is example number 16? It is giving you verify. The example number 16 is giving you verify whether. Question is verify whether 2x4 minus 6x cube plus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 is divisible by x square minus 3x plus 2 or not. How can you verify using factor theorem? How can you verify using factor theorem? So using factor theorem you have to verify whether this polynomial is divisible by this polynomial or not. You can verify it by using the factor theorem. So the very question is looking a little bit difficult and lengthy, but don't worry, the question is very easy. Who is going to divisible with what? This px, this is px, let it be px, is going to divisible with gx. So take the gx first. What is the gx? Solution. See now, I am doing. You write, let px is equal to this polynomial, you write 2x4 minus 6x cube plus 3x square plus 3x minus 2. Clear? Now what is your gx? Write the gx also. X square minus 3x plus 2. Okay. Now we are going to see whether this polynomial is divisible by this or not. So this is the division, this is the dividend. You understood? Now what I want to do, look, if this type of questions are there, using factor theorem you have to verify. First you will start from gx. What is gx given? This much. So now you see, this is under a degree 2 polynomial. This is quadratic polynomial. It is 1x square, ax square minus bx plus c. Now as usual, you just two numbers, that is p and q, and what I said to you, p plus q must be the middle term. What is the middle term here? Minus 3. What is the middle term? Minus 3. And what is p into q? P into q must be your c into a. C into a. What is c? 2. 2 into 1, 2. So when you will add the two numbers, it will give you minus 3. And when you will multiply two numbers, it will give you 2. So which factor you have to take? You have to take the p into q factor. So 2 factor. 2 factor is 2 1s. So my pair came 2 1. So now you see, when you will add these two, it is giving you plus 3. But my p plus q is in negative, minus 3. Be careful. So I have to make both the sign minus 2 and minus 1. Let's see. Now when you add these two, definitely it is giving you minus 3. It is alright now. Now when you will multiply, whether it is giving you, what is p into q? 2. It should give you 2. Minus into minus, it is plus. 2 1s are 2. So now minus 2 and minus 1 are the perfect factor for the middle term split. Now split this middle term with these two factors, not these two factors. So these two factors are the perfect factor for to split the middle term. Now what is it? X square minus 2x minus 1x plus 2. See now, my 3x has been split into two factors, that is minus 2 and minus 1. Then take common from this 2, take common from this 2. Here x is common, so it is x minus 2. Now minus 1 is common, is x minus 2. Because minus into minus is plus. So plus by minus, minus. So look, both are coming same, x minus 2 and x minus 2. My factors are perfect. So now take common from these two. What is common? That is x minus 2 is taken common. What is remaining? X minus 1. So now you see, my gx polynomial has been factorized into two factors, that is x minus 2 and x. What should be you have to do now? You have to say now therefore if the gx will be equal to 0, then what is gx now? X minus 2 into x minus 1 equal to 0. That implies, see now what is happening? X minus 2 equal to 0, x minus 2 equal to 0, x is equal to 2. So one value came 2. Then what is the other value? X minus 1 equal to 0, x minus 1 equal to 0. Then what is x? X equal to 1. So 2 and 1 are the two values. 2 and 1 are the two values for the x scale. Understood now? Now we are going to try on which value we are putting on this polynomial to get the 0. In these two values, which value you are going to put in this polynomial, and this polynomial is becoming 0. I hope you understood this part. So I am rubbing it. First you take gx, then middle term splitting, then your values are coming for x1 and 2. How it was splitted, I already explained you. Now you see, I am putting the value of x2 and 1 in my polynomial. So what the value of x came? The x value came 2 and 1. So let's try on p of polynomial in 1. I am trying first 1. Then what is it? 2 into 1 to the power 4, that is 1. Minus 6 into 1 to the power 3, 1. Plus 3 into 1 to the power 1, 3. Plus 3 into 1 is 3, minus 2. What is coming? 2 minus 6 plus 3 plus 3 minus 2. What is this coming? 3 plus 3, 6 minus 6. 2 minus 2. Cancel. What is coming? 0. So p of 1 is coming 0. Then I want to put it p of 2. P of 2 you see. Let's put it. 2 into 2 to the power 4. 2 into 2 to the power 4 is 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16. Minus 6 into 2 to the power 3, 8. plus 3 into 2 to the power 2, 4 plus 3 2 ja 6 minus 2. Clear? So now it is 32 minus 48 plus 12 plus 6 minus 2 plus 4. Clear? Now 32 plus 12, 44 plus 4, 48. 48 minus 48, that is equal to 0. So in this both the values, the polynomial value becomes 0. So for that reason, definitely this gx polynomial, for the value of gx polynomial, what is the value of gx polynomial came? X equal to 2 or 1. So when you are putting 2 or 1 in the main polynomial px, the values came 0. So if it is coming 0, definitely this polynomial is divisible with the big polynomial. The 0 must come. If when you are putting the value, after that you must get 0. Then only it will divisible with the big polynomial. Suppose you will say, sir, if one value is giving 0 and another value is not giving 0, then this value, for this value, it is going to divide this. Otherwise, if it is not giving 0, definitely this polynomial is not divisible by this polynomial. This is called as the using factor theorem. I hope you understood it nicely. Next part you see. Next part, another question I want to do with you, that is called as the next part of it is I want to do a cubic polynomial for you. That is page number 47, example number 17. Example 17, page number 47. Please see page number 47 and example number 17. It is an important example for you. It is important. Clear? What is written there? See, factorize. Directly it is given to you. Factorize. It is given factorize. What is to be factorized? Factorize. What is that? That is x cube minus 23x square. X cube minus 23x square plus 142x. 142x minus 120. Clear? See now, clearly I have to factorize this. What is this polynomial? This is a degree 3 polynomial. Very simple, because the highest degree is 3 here. So it is what? It is a cubic polynomial. What is it? It is a cubic polynomial. It is a cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial are always called as degree 3 polynomial. Degree 3 polynomial. So right now we are going to factorize a cubic polynomial or a degree 3 polynomial. How I am doing? See now. When this type of polynomial will be given to you, it is in under the formula format ax cube minus bx square cx minus d. So it is on the format of degree 3 polynomial. Now let's go for the factorization of this. When this type of polynomial is with you, please how to start it. First of all, you have to write your polynomial, that is px is equal to x cube minus 23x square plus 142x and minus 120. Understood now? Now you have to try some values for x. Some values for x. Try some values with the number line you can go. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Like this you go for some values for what? X. Then when you will put the values of x, on which value this total polynomial becomes 0, that value you want. Okay. Now I am trying see p of 0. I am trying here p of 0. So now it is 0, now it is 0, now it is 0, now it is minus 120. It came minus 120. So see now, when I am putting the value 0, I am not getting 0 here. I am getting minus 120. So this 0 is not at the solution of this cubic polynomial. So 0 is cancelled. So 0 is cancelled now. So now I am going to put my value 1. Let's put 1. P1. So what is P1? 1 cube 1 minus 23 into 1 square 1. 23 plus 142 into 1. 142 minus 120. What it is giving? Now it is giving you 1 plus 142. 143 minus 143. 143 minus 143. It is giving you 0. You got it? What I want to say, when I am putting the value 1, I got 0. So this is the, so x is equal to what? X is, therefore x is equal to 1. Is a factor. Is a factor for this polynomial. Is a factor for this polynomial. Like this you have to write. Polynomial. Because on the value of 1, the whole polynomial value becomes 0. So x equal to 1, or you can write x minus 1 is equal to 0. Is a factor of this polynomial. That means when this polynomial will be divided by x minus 1, when this polynomial will be divided by x minus 1, definitely it will be divisible and it will give you remainder 0. You understood now? So when it is a factor, you got it, then definitely this x minus 1 is going to divide with this polynomial. This x minus 1 is going to divide with this polynomial. So let's have a division. So simple division. Already I said you the division. I hope you understood this. I have to rub because I will go for the next part. What is the next part? You have to divide x minus 1 with this whole polynomial. Let's divide it. What to divide? X minus 1. Try to remember, x minus 1 is my factor. So I am going to divide the whole polynomial with x minus 1. So now you see how I am dividing. X cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120 divided by x minus 1. How I got x minus 1, you understood? I put some values for x on which value it becomes 0. That is my factor. X equal to that much. Then x minus 1 I got as my factor. So it is divisible with this. Very simple division procedure. First term by first term, that is x cube by x. X cube by x. What I got? X square plus x square. So I am writing the quotient here, x square, and I multiply x square into x, that is x cube, then minus x square into 1, x square, that is 1 x square, plus this is the sign, you have to change now. Similar division I explained you in the last video. Now it is cancelled. Now it is become minus 22x square. Now it is coming down. It is coming down. So what is coming? Plus 142x minus 120. What is the first term now? To minus 22x square. Minus 22x square divided by x. First term, huh? Always go for first term. Now it is minus 22x. Put it here, minus 22x. Now minus into plus, it is minus 22x into x, 22x square. Now it is minus into minus plus 22x into 1, 22x. Okay? Always put like terms with like terms and change the sign. Don't forget to change the sign because it is a subtraction. I already said it in my last video. Now you cancel it. Now it is minus 142 minus 22. It is plus 120x minus 120 come down 120. Then what is the first term? My plus 120x plus 120x divided by x. Now it is x. X cancelled. It is plus 120. Now put here plus 120. Plus into plus, it is plus 120 into x, it is 120x. Plus into minus, it is minus 120 1 jar 120. Now it is minus and it is plus. Now it cancelled and it cancelled also. What is coming? 0. What I said you? X equal to 1. That means x minus 1 is a factor of this one. That means when it will be divided by this big polynomial, the remainder will come 0. It came. So after that you got a quotient. What is the quotient? The quotient is this one. Again, after this division, again you have to go to the quotient for middle term splitting because the quotient is coming under a degree 2 polynomial. You understood? It is coming under a degree 2 polynomial. So what is the quotient came? So x square minus 22x plus 120 to be solved in middle term splitting method. Okay, so first factor we got. After solving this, we will get another 2 factors. So total we get 3 factors. 3 factors for cubic polynomial. When a cubic polynomial will be given to you, compulsory there will be 3 factors for you. After the factorization, you will get 3 factors for it. So now let's go for the quotient. This is quotient to middle term splitting method. Okay, I hope you understood this division. Now I am not rubbing this because I want to factorize this one. I want to factorize this middle term. What is coming? That is x square. Let's write it. X square minus 22x plus 120 to be split again. What is my first factor? Already I got x minus 1 as my first factor. Okay, another two factors I need. When I will do the middle term splitting to this quadratic equation, quadratic polynomial, sorry, then we are going to get another two factors. So, what are the two numbers? Let the two numbers be p, q. What p plus q? P plus q will be your middle term. What is the middle term? Minus 22. Take with its sign. And what should be your p into q? P into q will be c into a. A is 1 here. 120 into 1. It will be 120. So, you are judging the factor of 120. So, what are the factor of 120? 26 ja, then 12 10 ja, then please try to say me, then 62 ja, then 34 ja, then a lot of these, 15 5 ja, 15 8 ja, sorry, 15 8 ja, then among this factor, are you getting your middle term? 20 plus 6, no, it is not giving minus 22. 12 20, 12 10, yes, 12 10 is giving 22. But you have to mention the sign as minus and minus. Minus 12, minus 10. Why? Because your p plus q is in minus. So, definitely you have to put minus 12, minus 10, minus 22 you got. Then we will multiply minus into minus plus. 12 10 ja 120. So, I got my factor here. That is 12 10. Minus 12, minus 10 is my factor to split this. Now split it. X square minus 12x minus 10x plus 120. Now you see this is already split into 2. So now you see x square. Now it is 4 terms came. Take common from that. X common. Now it is x minus 12 and minus 10. Take minus 10 as common. Then it is x plus y minus minus 12. See now what is coming here. That is same thing is coming here. Now it is x minus 12 will taken out. Is taken out, then what is remaining? X minus 10. See now, it's split into another two factors. So, first factor is x minus 1, we got it. And second factor is x minus 12. And the third factor is x minus 10. So, again, you have to write your polynomial. What is that polynomial? The polynomial px is equal to x cube minus 23 x square plus 142x minus 120 factorized as x minus 1 is my first factor. Now I got these two factor, that is x minus 12 and x minus 10. Always remember